It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Back to pass, it's Riggs. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hodges. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the... So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will go to work for the first time. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows it.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking for a crease, it's Wood. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To the air, it's Riggs. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Fleck. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Working that left side. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And I just love the
off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB? Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of it.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fleck. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, the running back has it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's flat. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get...
Just steamrolling the defense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. A quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Riggs. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. 1st one of the game. He'll make the fair catch at the... The Houston offense ready to go back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in. Quickly getting the quarterback to the ground.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Trying to move the chains. Houston comes to the line on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the MAC, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this. Defense really missed an opportunity to keep them backed up there. It's 1st and 10 from the 23. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And it's another 1st and 10 play. To throw, it's Riggs. Makes the grab. Busts through behind his pad. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The give on the option. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. With the catch, it's flat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy.
He wants to take the top off. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. Found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Cougar! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the...
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Back to throw, it's Riggs. Finds his man, it's Hodges. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's second and long. The option look. Now the toss. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Zips it out to his man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Good completion on the out. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? To the air, it's Riggs. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Fit it in the window for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game.
This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, running back on the move. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Snags it over the middle. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Looking deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of these. 22. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touch. And the Cougars buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Back to throw, it's Riggs. Finds his man, it's fired. Open space at the 25. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The Cougars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Off and running. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Line gets set. First down. Dropping back. It's Riggs. The quick out. Makes a man miss.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Hodges. Touchdown, Houston. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Oh, what a cut! Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Was completed via the screen. On the play.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Houston, 56. U.S. 0.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. He's loose. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
Can the D deny them on second and goal?
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a mess. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're...
Touchdown, Cougar! Quick strike through the air for the score. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable... The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. High the chains now on 2nd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd, and pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Peters. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Good timing on the quick out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Grab behind the line. It's Carter. There he goes. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined. Give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air. It's Riggs. Steps away to find some room.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So Iowa State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action. Still looking on the move. Hires on the move. Working on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw. It's Riggs. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with it. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundred.
Intercepted, a first half turnover. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Riggs. Dances away to buy time. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Houston. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's higher. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Houston wants to play fast. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him.
And they will... Looking to throw, it's Riggs. The short hands, it's flat. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play.
Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Has got to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quick release on the RPO. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Moving out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. And the Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Oh, they're after him. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. First and 10 for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Now adjusting. Into the end zone. And it's picked off for the third. Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Riggs. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. He's going for the goal line. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires into the end zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Trying to punch it in. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Makes it past the marker. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to barrel in. And they're going to score again. ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So hope stays alive. The undefeated season lives on as they inch closer to that 12-0 goal and what they hope will be a berth in the college football playoff.
And I'm just so impressed with the mindset of this football team each and every week. They're poised, they're focused, they have a good game plan, they know who they are, and they go out and they execute. It's as if they're not even thinking about the college football playoff. David, they're just trying to be the best version of themselves each and every week.
And it sounds cliche and it sounds stupid, but know who you are, do it well, don't beat yourself. All those things are the things that coaches are going to say, but you can tell this team's done a great job up until this point. I got a feeling they're going to finish really strong, and I got a feeling those college football playoffs are right around the corner.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
began 3.5 months ago has all built for this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 16 team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Handoff here from the shotgun. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Good enough for the first down at the 37.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. And really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The pocket breaking down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Quick throw to the left. He's got a receiver wide open here. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Touchdown, Houston. That's how you finish a play. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 34. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. It's Riggs. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Returner decides to fair catch. Offense comes out to start this drive. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Sack sets up second down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. The offense knocking on the door with a first and goal. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Looking to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, that's a thing of beauty.
So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And he's got it from 48 yards. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. And see if they found some solutions at halftime. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. They'll hand it off. Look out! Room to run here. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
First down here for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
And he's tackled down to the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Second down and goal upcoming. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And the route is on. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped with the conference championship on the line he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? We can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Houston's offense heads back out onto the field now. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Solid tackle, able to get him down. Now it's second down. And they'll give it to the back. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. It's a run. Running back's got it. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35. This Houston offense is moving quickly down the field. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. They stop him, but it's a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on a first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, Houston. They are pouring it on now.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Dropping back. It's Riggs. A deep shot to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Great move there. Hits some space around the 30. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Houston. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.